Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another slot of Savvy Sundays. And today I'm your hostess or host, Jennifer. Today is a very, very special topic we're going to discuss is about animals. Uh, all this while, when I come across beautiful spots, especially the sunset and or the sunrise, I would ask the birds to uh, fly into the frame, and they always do. Now, a few people ask me, how did I do that? Can I really communicate with animals and ask them to do things? Can we understand what they are saying? So for today, I'm inviting my friend Oscar Lai to be on board with me. And she's going to share her experience on animal communications. And Oscar, are you here? Can we have Oscar?
Hello.
Hello, Oscar. How's everything?
Great.
Great. I heard
No,
it's raining over your side, right?
yeah, it was a heavy rainstorm just now, just for a while. Now it's the rain just stopped and it's getting a bit breezier here. Hmm.
Ah, so nice, so nice. My place is still very, very, very sunny, yeah, sunny, and it's quite hot around here. Anyway,
Mm,
let's not waste any more time. Uh,
mm.
tell the audience more about what do you do.
What do I do? Okay, actually, when I am free, I like to how do I put it? I like to play with cats a lot. So what happened was during the MCO 1.0 at my condo here, I started to rescue cats, and from there we have helped a lot of the stray cats in the condo until now. Most of them has been neutered and vaccine. So there's not many things that I can do. So I started a pet hotel to cater to the boardings and grooming, the cat grooming here. So my full time job now, or rather, my full time is more to
I
pet
see.
grooming and pet boarding. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of that hotel?
Oh, I name it Meta Cat Hotel.
Oh, so
I didn't really spend a lot of time thinking about names, but that name just come down to me, Meta Cat, because I like the words meta. It represents kindness and compassion.
wow, wow, wow. So you rescue cats, stray cats, right?
Yeah, in my
So you
condo.
rescue stray cats in your condo. Wow.
Yes.
So do you
Yeah.
go outside and rescue cats?
I seldom because I spend most of my time in the condo here. My condo here actually has 14 blocks. 14, 1
14.
4, yeah, 14 blocks,
Wow.
two, yeah,
Wow.
and it's like during the years, of course, I don't do things on my own. I have residents in the condo who has been helping, and also the management here who are very supportive. So a group of us actually rescued more than 100 cats around here, just in condo alone.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
see. I see. Wow.
Mm.
How many years have you been doing this?
Since the MCO 1.0 time, no? COVID time, about 2 years plus.
Wow.
Mm.
So how many cats have you rescued?
About 100, but successfully adopted out is about 50 to 60 of them.
Hundreds. Wow.
Mm,
I kept saying, wow, 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 wow. Anyway, audience, if you have any questions to ask Oscar, feel free to type out in the chat box.
mm,
Our technical person, Rose, will will share the answers to us. Yeah. Okay. When you rescue the cats, okay. Before
mm.
that, what is the most memorable experience of rescuing a cat?
Memorable experience of rescuing a cat.
Yeah.
Mm, for me, it has become quite normal. But one of because it's like frankly speaking, the cats in the condo here, most of
Yeah.
them, some of them they have been staying here for like uh, five 5 years and above. So we kind of like bring them to neuter so that we can control their population. So
Oh,
some because if you notice, right, how we human treat the animals, yeah, sometimes we treat them as a lesser being. If you understand what I mean, we treat them as a lesser being, thinking that oh, you need help. You are just a cat. You don't know how to make decision and things like that, right? That is when we come. How do I put it? That is when we actually start to judge and start to do something that is what the cat wants or does not want because we sort of like decide for them. You get what I mean? But some cats in my condo, lah, okay, I don't talk about outside cats first. Some cats in my condo, they actually wants to be at their area. They don't want to be rescued, as in they don't want to go
oh,
into the sanctuary.
hold on first, hold on first. That means the
Mm-mm.
cats are actually telling you that, hey, I don't want to go there. Is
Yes,
it what you mean? Wow.
yes,
So
some of
the
them they
so
do.
they actually so they actually talk to you.
Yes, but when you say talk, right? Okay, in of course, I know there are some, or I mean, we have audience watching, right? So some people they will think, oh, do they talk to us verbally, in words? So I would say that no, they don't really talk to me in words, but they give images to me. At the same time, I also give them images like how I shared with you, when you want to communicate with your pets, you can actually send them
Yeah.
images.
Okay, before that, let's go back to the rescue cats. So when you rescue the cats and then uh do they tell you that Oscar, my leg is injured, I need to see the doctor, or Oscar, I want food, or I want to go here, or I want to go there. Do they tell you this?
No, not really. This one I observe via their body language. I observe their
Okay.
body language, and if you are talking about leg injuries or what, this one is something that we can see on their body. What we cannot see is something internal, right? Yeah. So this one is more to their understanding their body language and the things that's sending you. Okay,
Okay.
there are
Mm-hmm.
instances where I know the cat does not want to be adopted. They give you
Then what do they
signs,
do?
they
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
vomit. Before potential adopters come, they will get sick if they don't want the adopter. And
Okay.
uh, all this while, let's say example lah, they have been healthy, they are ready to be adopted, no signs of any sickness or flu. But when they know, I tried a few times telling them, okay, you're going to a new home, your adopter is coming. The next day, they are getting their flu. They get sick. And turns out, when they get sick or flu, the adopter either does not uh, successfully adopt them, either they didn't turn up, or is not a good adopter. That means my criteria is very simple. Just bring your carrier to adopt them. So they didn't bring, I have to reject them. I have to ask them, you have to come back another day because you cannot hand carry them into the car. because our sanctuary to the car park is quite a distance.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah, so
your
we need to
sanctuary is
handle.
inside, it's inside
Yeah,
the
it's
condo.
inside the condo, one of the gardens that we
I
dedicate to the
see.
cat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
actually they do tell you that, hey, I don't want to be adopted, so I'm
yes,
going to place it. Wow. Wow.
yes. And there are
And then
instances as well where when we didn't hit their their body language or their communications, right? What they are trying to tell us. Most of the time, they
uh-huh.
go to the adopter's house. 1 2 days, they come back. The
Oh,
adopter
speaking
returns.
on that, do cats actually uh travel a long distance to go back to their house? Yeah,
Uh,
where they feel secure and all that?
no doubt there are of course there are news that you have read that they can travel back and things like that. But not all cats know their way. However,
Oh,
there is one way that you can try, which is if you have a lost cat and you're searching them for your cats in an area or big area, what you can do is actually you can bring food to other stray cats and tell other stray cats your cat's name and ask them to tell your cat to come back or guide them back. It works.
it really
It
works.
works. Yes, it works. You have tried. I've
Wow.
tried that a few times. I've
Wow.
tried that a
I
few
never
times.
realized that. No, I'm so afraid
Yeah.
to let my cats go out because I have a feeling they'll come back. So I
Uh,
never thought of it this way.
okay.
Wow.
If you have such I mean if you have such desire to let your cat roam your area, I would suggest that you can bring your cat out and you can train the cats like you are training a dog, which is actually doable. That's what I do for the cats in my shop here. You can bring them
Oh,
out and guide them to I mean walk with them the areas. Of course you have to think like them. Where would they hide? What is the best place or shortest route to get home and things like that. And also let them
okay.
the time to leave their scent, their body sense around.
Yeah. Uh,
Mm.
do do you talk to other animals?
Uh, Dogs, because
No.
I have dogs during my childhood times, and my adult time, most of it I have cats. So I do communicate with dogs. But if you are talking about other animals like the birds,
Mhm.
what else? I don't have. Uh, I mean, I don't have that experience. Like most
Lizard in the house.
no, most of
Lizard
these
in the
are
house.
all cats enemy. So I don't have.
I I I have a friend. He was uh he was doing some renovation in the house,
Mm,
and he discovered there's this what's the no the place where the ants stay. In Malay they call
mhm,
it busut, right? In the
mhm,
garden. So he was doing the I think renovation on the garden itself. So the ants was staying there. So what he did was he just uh communicate with the ants, saying that please leave within
mm,
I think 2 days. Please leave within 2 days. If not,
mm,
I have no choice but to destroy your colony or your house lah. And
mm.
surprisingly, by the end of 48 hours, they all left.
Mm.
They all
I
left.
believe it can
Seems like
happen so. Mm.
yeah,
I believe it
they
can happen
understand.
so because yes, because why?
Yeah,
When you are how do I put it? When you are talking to them like this, like example, your friend
yeah.
has a very clear intention. You get me? Your friend
Okay,
has a very
okay.
clear intention behind the
Yeah.
words, so that animals can receive, and of
Yeah.
course, then they receive such messages, they will go. You get me?
So
Yeah.
yeah, so the first thing that we must have is the clear intention, right?
Yes,
A
you must have the
clear
clear intention. Yeah, one
yeah,
thing, and of course, sometimes we tend to doubt ourselves, or sometimes we
yes.
tend to judge ourselves whether, oh, can I do it? Can I really talk to them? Can I really
Okay.
communicate with them? Actually, we can. Just that we think too much.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
when I
but we,
started
if let's
talking,
say we, there are instances where, how do I put it? The animals sometimes they are too free. They will observe
yes.
us as much as we observe them, so they actually
Oh, okay.
understand. So if let's say example, if you really have not, I mean, if you're staying in a condo and you have a
Okay.
cat, and it's not
Right.
window proof, example, what you can do
Okay.
is you just bring your cat, hug your cat near at the balcony, and you just tell them, please don't jump to over the balcony and things like that. The
Oh,
intention is there. They know they will
okay.
not jump. Yes, try it,
Wow.
try it. Uh,
Thank you. Okay, okay, okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna try it. Try it. Right.
yes.
Um. Perhaps you can share with us the two memorable stories of animal communication that you have. Do you have any
Mm.
stories? Okay.
Yes, I have a few, but there's one that is close to my heart, which is like there is one adult cat. His name is Caramel. He's rescued by my friend in the flat.
Caramel.
So yeah, Caramel. So what happened?
Okay.
This cat is a fighting cat. He's a warrior cat. Wherever he goes,
Right.
he will fight. So I sort of like adopted him here to the condo, and I used how do I put it? I used about one week plus to 2 weeks. I set up a task list for him to do. That means he has to get good with his housemate in the shop. He cannot
Hold
fight
on, hold on,
any.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Uh,
You actually have a task list for a
yes,
cat.
yes. I even put it on the Facebook. But of course, I told him, in my, how do I put it? I told him in my images to him, you have to not fight with the cats in the condo, not fight with the cats in the shop. He has to learn
Okay.
how to come back when I call him. He has to know his way back to the shop, the Meta Cat shop. So there is a few task lists. And one day, after like 3 4 days, I was walking him around, showing him around the place, right? I
Okay.
checklist, and he almost finished all the checklists. So when I promise him, when you finish all the task list, I will let him go free. That means he can go out the whole day after his breakfast. He only comes back at night dinner. Okay, he did that.
Wow.
Okay, but there's one more thing he didn't do, which is he still fights outside cat. That means he don't fight his cats in the shop. Okay, that means okay, this one housemate I don't touch, but he was fighting
Okay.
outside. So one day I got into I mean I have some time with him. I was sitting with him at the porch outside. I mean at the my office outside. So I was having a quiet time with him, and suddenly
Okay.
I decided to like, okay, let's try to talk. Let's try to talk these things out, because why? He was fighting, and of course, no, I mean the management here does not like fighting cats, right? So I got into this quiet space with him, and of course, one of the way that you can try as well is when you do this, you tell yourself walls down, barriers down, space expand, so that you can actually go into this space together with them. So that's what I
Okay.
did. Okay. After that, I plant a picture onto him. Uh, in our, I mean, in my own words, it's like I uploaded a picture of him fighting with another cat, and him being brought to another place. Let's say a Pulau Ketam. Okay, with no other
Okay.
human, no other cats, and that is your consequence if you still fight. That it will be a consequence if you still fight. So what happened was, after I did that to him, he didn't fight at all. He didn't fight at all.
Mm.
Okay, and there are instances where he bite me twice here because
Oh,
he
wow.
lepas geram. He lepas geram, and the picture he sent back was, "You told me not to fight, but he's geram lah." Okay, so he bite me. So at the end of the day, okay, another message that I understand from him is, "You told me not to fight, but you didn't tell me I cannot quarrel." So he quarrel only. Until now, he sees cat. Yeah, he don't slap them anymore. He just quarrel. No more
I
fighting.
see.
So
Wow, wow.
okay, give and take. That's
Okay.
his nature.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm.
Audience, do you have any questions for Oscar? If you have, just type in the comments and Oscar will come back to you. Yeah. Right. Wow, that is very interesting, right? Very interesting.
Mm.
I never thought that. Wow. Because
Mm.
all this while, when I think about, oh, when I read the word animal communication, right? Animal
Mm.
communication means that, oh, it must be like, I must form a proper sentence, okay? For example, I want you to eat,
Mm.
or
Mm.
don't go and poo poo there and expect them to understand what I'm trying to say. But can you explain more about how we can communicate with animals?
Okay, first of all the things that we judge about talking to them
Yeah.
have to release it first. Okay, that means if you have the expectation or the projections, okay, that they will talk back to you in words, this one is the first thing that you have to let go first.
Okay, that
Okay.
means no words, no words, no
Yes.
sentences. No
Yes.
words. Okay, okay,
No
cool.
words.
Right.
Okay. Secondly, how do I put it? They are sentient being as well. If we can, how do I put it? When we want to communicate with them, we
Mm,
have to be at this space where we don't actually treat them less as a lesser being or someone that is, oh, this one is like how do I put it? It's like a dumb dumb. Okay, don't understand what I'm talking or whatever. There are some people that are like that. Okay, just treat them as a how do I put it? Just treat them as sentient beings. Although they are how do I put it? Although they might give you some kind of nugget wisdom here and there. Okay,
uh-huh.
but they will also need your guidance at some point. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, so if you can, simple words, layman terms, treat them like your buddy. Treat them like a buddy.
Simple words, layman terms.
Layman terms. That
Like
means you treat
like
them
what?
like a
Like what?
buddy. You treat them
Like
like a
how?
buddy. Like example,
Uh-huh.
if you want to talk to someone, okay, and then
Okay.
both of you are not talking in the same language, so what do you
Okay.
do? Of course, you will be okay. What's down? Paris down. I receive. I will receive what you're trying to tell me. So let's say, example, if you are talking to me in Mandarin and I don't know Mandarin, example, okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay. So what do I do?
Yeah.
I still try to catch what's your intention behind your words,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
okay, and I look
Yeah.
at your
Yeah.
body language, and at the same
Okay.
time, when I say walls down, barriers down, I actually uh, I mean, push down my walls, push down the
Uh-huh.
barriers so that I can receive your energy, what you are trying to tell me.
Basically,
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 it's the same
you
thing.
are you are lowering
Down the
your
barriers, your boundaries, your
no,
barriers.
the actual will be lowering down your frequencies, right? So that you can
Yes,
understand what the other
yes,
pets
yes,
is talking about. Right. Wow.
yes,
Okay.
yes. That's
Wow.
one. That's one of the
Okay.
way. So when you got into this space, right? Okay. The next thing, if you really want to communicate, because bear in mind, not all animals will want to talk to you in that sense. Because some animals are just contented. some animals are like, oh, this type of energy stuff, I don't really like it. I just like to, warn you or tell you something with my tails or with my eyes. Okay, you were asking about second story. I will tell you later.
Okay, good. I'm curious now. I'm curious now. Okay, before the second story. So the first thing
Mm,
you mentioned is that we must have that intention. Well, not intention, a clear intention of what we want to say to our cats or pets, right?
yes,
A clear
yes, correct.
intention. Okay. Then
Mm,
the second part would be to they use more on images,
yes,
right?
they use more
Images,
on images. And
images. So
okay,
that means, yeah.
yeah, for you or for anyone else, if you all are keen to try, what you can do is before you do the image communication, you just tell
Yeah.
yourself, walls down, barriers down, space expand, okay, and then with your
Oh,
intention, you can,
wait. What? Was down.
yeah,
I was slow learner. Was down.
barriers
Barriers
down,
down.
yeah,
What else?
space expand, space expand,
What do you mean by space expand? I'm
so
already,
that you space expand means so that you have a more spacious place for them. And when you say
you
this,
mean energy, any energy space, or you mean the physical space?
the
Our
energy space,
energy space. Okay.
yes,
Walls down, barriers
barriers down,
down,
space
energy
expand.
space
No,
expand.
just say
Okay.
space expand is enough already. Space
All right.
expand.
Do
Yeah.
I have to like, okay, space expand? Do I have to think like how big the space is and all these things?
No need
Okay, no
in
need.
energy. Energy are very intelligent.
Yeah. I just said energy is very intelligent, but sometimes we have to ask this kind of questions, so that we
Yeah.
can be clear. Like, and then, for
Mm.
example, what do you mean by walls now? What do you mean by barriers now? And then what do you mean by energy expand,
Uh,
space expand? What do you mean by
yeah.
walls now?
A lot of time you see we have our, of course we have our self-doubt judgments,
Yeah,
whatnot. So when we
yeah.
say the how when we say walls down, barriers down, okay, so that these things that we have built a walls around us, okay, these
Oh,
walls
okay.
are what create separations, what create separations and rejections from whatever that we want to protect ourselves from. Okay, you get me?
Mhm. Yeah.
Some separations like, okay, I'm selective of this. I just want to know about how to take care of a cat, example.
Okay.
But I don't want to know what is cat abuse. I don't want to know what is animal abusing. You get me?
Okay.
Selectively. So you actually create the
So,
separations.
okay, let me recap. First, we must have a clear intention, and then the next step would be to say to ourselves, say to our
Walls
own
down.
body,
Yes.
yeah, walls down, barriers down,
Space
space
expand.
expand, and then what else?
Yes. And then after
That's
that,
it.
okay, yes,
Yeah.
after that you have your intention, what you want to communicate with your cats or your dogs. You can give them the images.
Okay.
Okay,
Images.
you
Yeah.
actually giving them, uploading or downloading images to them is faster than you talking. Assemble. Okay, you
No.
can try that. Assemble, you
I
need to.
think yeah, it was because we had this conversation earlier in the week, and I
Hmm,
try your methods. I try your methods. The story is that I was eating my bubu chacha,
uh-huh.
and as usual, uh, bubu chacha. As usual, my cat, his name is Simbaba, and he would come over and just sit there and stare at me, make those pity face, his
Hmm,
face and all that. And
hmm,
then if I'm not aware of it, and he will just try to snatch something from the plate. So what
uh,
happened was, I followed your advice.
mm-hmm,
Instead of trying to say no, no, you
mm,
cannot do this, I
mm,
sent an image of this Bubu Chacha to him, And
mm,
no, no, no.
no,
And guess what? Immediately
mm,
he
mm,
walked away
mm,
and went somewhere else. That's so
mm,
fast, very fast.
mm.
But I believe that time I was having a clear intention of that Bubu Cha Cha. But
Yes,
most of
yes.
the times, my mind would be like, lah, what they say, monkey mind, right? We just will
Mm,
come in. That
yeah,
really works. That really works. Yeah.
yeah,
Thanks.
you can
Thanks.
try that. And sometimes, actually, most of the times, our animals, our pets especially, are also our mirrors. So, example, if let's say if you are stressful or when you are not happy, they know because they are mirroring you. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if let's say example,
That means you're saying that I eat a lot
no,
because
no,
my December
just
is
something that comes in. No, just something that comes in. Yeah, just something that comes in. So what happened was, there are times in our life if you are observant enough, right? Our cats or our pets, they come into our life for a certain reason. They
Mhm.
most of my cats actually choose me. I wanted to run away
It's so
from them,
wonderful.
but they found me again. So most of them they will choose you, or
Okay.
uh somehow you ended up with that certain cats or dogs, right? You don't know why, but actually once everything finished, or where along the journey you actually realize, oh, they are there for a purpose.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Mm.
So okay. You will want to share with us the second story you have?
Okay, the
Second
second
memory
story
story.
I had was a few years ago. I was having quite a bad health body lah. Okay, so what happened was the day that I came back with my blood test result, right? One of
Mhm.
how do I put it? One of the illness that I have was high blood pressure. Okay, and
Okay. Okay.
I have this cat. Her name is Money. Money. It's a ginger cat.
What
I
again?
call her Money.
Money.
Money. Mm,
Really?
yeah.
Money.
Okay.
So cute.
So she's like 3 years old plus. This one is an introvert cat. It takes a long time to warm up to her. Uh, she loves me a lot. Sometimes I think she's my past life lover. She don't let other
Wow.
yeah, because she don't let other people close to me. If let's say my friends come close to me, or whatever, right? You will actually see her walking away like jealous, like jealous. So anyway, the day I took my blood test report back with a high blood
Yeah.
pressure skyrocket. So that is the day or the night she actually slept on my chest. All this while, she
Um.
never sleep on my chest. Okay, but of course, this one she slept on my chest with a condition. She wants to sleep on my chest, but I have to cover it with her favorite blanket lah.
Okay.
So what
Wow.
happened is she sleep on my chest every day without fail, every day without fail for like 1 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. And recently, actually, I have a very good clean report, no more high blood pressure.
Wow.
Okay, but before I got that report, she already slept on my chest lesser. It's
That
like it's
is
okay.
beautiful.
You don't really
Yeah.
need me to sleep on you, but she will very diligently ask me to sleep at 10 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. She will come
How did
around
you?
me. She'll come
Uh-huh.
around
Uh-huh.
me. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and if I'm on my phone, she will just sit in front of my phone, rub against my phone. Okay, and uh,
Okay. Okay.
go
Okay.
on
Okay.
on my chest. And if I still want to play with my phone, her eyes
Yeah.
will be squinted. She'll squint her eyes, look at
Um,
me. Okay. She
mm,
she She will just bury her head on my chest. That's it. So I cannot move already.
It's so cute. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's that's beautiful how animals can heal us. Because I also have the same experience. Just a few weeks back, I was undergoing a major shift that the whole body was aching, and it's not COVID, but uh yeah, they suspected it's COVID, but it's confirmed not COVID. So this cat, his name is again it's Simbaba. Yeah, Simbaba. He just slept next to my legs for 2 nights.
Mm.
And when I'm okay, he just ran off and say, "Okay, bye bye. I done my job already, so I can continue eating."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is reminded me. You know, they are really really fast. In terms of they don't really hold on to negative emotions very fast. I notice because for
Okay.
animals, they don't have I mean logical thinking like us lah. We will judge or discriminate right or wrong and things like that. For animals, they just decide. Okay, they come, they have a situation in front of them.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
decide whether they want to or they don't want to. And if they have this issue, it's just a matter of they want to let go or not. Almost of the time, they will just let go of an issue. So, example, right?
Mhm.
There was one time we were bringing a stray cat, passed away cat. So we bring the stray cat to the garden at
Mhm.
the sanctuary. Suddenly, all the cats there kept quiet. You can actually hear pin drop sound in the open space, the garden. And
Mhm.
after we tanam the cat,
Mhm.
it's back to normal. It's like, okay, they have this total silence in respect. After that, it's back to normal. Nothing happens.
Wow.
Okay, okay, they're gone because why? I mean, for them, for these beings, they are just in the current form of body. But for all you know, the energy transfer or transform very fast for them. They don't
Right.
have a concept of how do I put it? They don't have the concept that oh, okay, they are still soul on the body or whatever. It's like okay, he's gone, done. Carry on.
Wow. That's interesting. So, when did you know that you can talk to animals?
When did I know?
When did you know?
Actually, if you don't count the years that I've having doubt on myself lah, quite young, but I was doubting because I'm like I said, most of the human we will judge ourselves. "Oh, I don't think so. I'm this good or can do it. But the most how do I put it? The time that I'm rescuing the cats, it become more obvious to myself that I can actually communicate to them. Yeah, and then I
Right.
can actually train the cats like a dog.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I think this is one of the most interesting questions that people ask me, and I always run away from this question. Is where
Mm.
can you communicate with pets who have passed away?
This one actually it depends because like how do I put it like some cat soul lah, or how do I put it animal souls. Some of them they do linger around. Some of them they do choose to go to another place. What place, which place, I'm not sure, but I know they have their how do I put it, their next journey. You get what I mean?
Okay.
So whether they really talk to you again or not, uh, really you can't know. Some,
All right.
if I'm not mistaken, there are animal communicator out there, who communicates with pass away pets. But they put a time limit. That means it must be within 7 days after the pets pass away, or it must
Mhm.
be after don't know how many days. Only you can communicate with them. Mm.
Okay.
But to
Okay.
me, this one is up to you lah. How do you resonate with it? Yeah.
Do they send message from beyond?
sometimes. And I have encountered where previous two of my cats passed away. Of course, they didn't send me any messages as usual, but they do come back. They do come back, and one of my cat named Simba, passed away last year August. Passed away last year August, and he did come back because out of a sudden I smell bloodstain smell. 3 seconds in my room.
You
Just like
smell
that.
what?
Bloodstain. Because he got hit by a
Why?
car. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, he got hit by a car. So I smelled that. And there was once long time ago, I think like 6 or 7 years ago, there's another cat who passed away due to chronic kidney disease. Uh, she she did come back, and she have some how do I put it? She have some because you see when you have the kidney cat issues, right? They probably doing succut or whatever, but I have weird how do I put it? Weird patches of water on the night she came back. I was like,
wow.
okay,
Wow.
you get what I mean? And actually, you know
Yeah.
it. And for most pet owners, they actually have that knowing that the
Uh,
cat is back or my dog is back. They will somehow get in touch with you, and you will know it.
yeah.
Knowing is faster than thinking. You just
Right.
know.
We almost at the end of our show. Before
Yes.
that, do you have any messages for our audience out there?
Never really think of it. Never really think
I
of
mean,
it.
it's
Mm,
uh, I don't know. Is I mean,
mm,
you have anything to say to our audience? Like maybe, for example, where can they learn
mm,
animal com
mm.
or no?
Okay. I didn't really learn animal communication with anyone yet, but I'm very interested in access consciousness modality where they offered a special course on animal communications. And of
Okay.
course, throughout the years of my interest in researching other animal communication course, there are facilitators who offer that. So it depends on what type of flavor you like lah. Because
Okay.
some groups they offer animal communications with some Buddhism teaching, some with Western style and things like that. So it's your own flavor lah, I would say. But
So I
um,
think I think
mm,
Oscar, my favorite would be yours one first. Have a clear
mm,
intention, right?
mm.
And then
Yes, this one is nice. Yeah.
this one is very easy. Lower down your barrier, your walls, and then expand your space. Right. So nice.
Space
Like
expand.
no.
Yeah, and I believe if you practice more of this, if you practice more of this, you don't only use it on animals. You can even use it on human. Your communication with human will become faster. Try it.
Okay.
Maybe you can
let's
implant
let's let, let's I don't
some good
on our
picture on
technique.
your partner.
No, 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 no. We have a very good person behind the scene, which is Rose. I thank you, Rose, for doing
Hmm,
all the technical work. Okay, so we can try on her. Okay, it'll be nice. Yeah, it'll be nice.
hmm.
Anyway, thank you so much for being
Yeah.
here today on this Sunday evening. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, we're gonna go off in about a few,
Yeah. Thank you so much
about one
as
minute
well.
like that. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you so much as
yeah. It's
well for
been nice.
watching. Yeah, and for your
Yes,
time.
yes.
Thank you, Rose,
Yeah, thank you,
behind.
Rose. Thank you, Rose. Thank you,
Yeah.
Rose.
Okay.
Rose, would you like to come out and say something? Rose, are you there?
Oh, is there any questions around?
Yeah, and thank you, audience, for joining us today on this Sunday evening. Yes, we're almost coming to end of April, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Wow, so fast
Yes.
already. 4 months gone. Wow, 4 months
Yeah.
gone.
Is there anything that you are planning for your Heart Healers Network group?
Next